I'm first going to begin by applying a primer all over my skin just so that the foundation has something to sit on top of. Next, we're going to take our foundation. I'm using MAC Fix Fluid in NC25 with a stipple brush just to get the maximum amount of coverage that I can so we can look flawless just like a Victoria's Secret angel, and you're just going to want to stipple that all the way into your skin like so. Next, I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Light, and I'm just going to highlight underneath my eyes, down my nose, the center of my forehead, and like my chin area just to brighten up and make us look really nice and youthful. After blending out my concealer, I'm going to bake. So I'm just taking a loose translucent powder and placing that where we concealed. And this is going to help to absorb any of the oil and just make everything look a lot smoother. Next, we're going to fill in our eyebrows. I like to start by combing them up and outwards, and then I go in with a powder. I use an eyeshadow from MAC in the shade Mystery and just fill in my natural brows, give them a little bit of definition just like the Victoria's Secret angels always do. So I'm just going to go and do that. Once my brows are done, I like to take a big fluffy brush and brush away all the excess powder. I like to wait until after my brows, as you can see. That way I can kind of go over my brows and soften them a little bit. Now moving on to the eyes, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Naked Palette, yes, the original one. And I'm starting off by taking the soft brown matte shade and putting that all the way through my crease, just as a transition shade. Next, I'm going to be taking the light pink shade and placing that all over the lid of my eye just to really brighten up the eyes. Okay, and then now I'm going in with the shade Black, which is the matte brown color, and placing that in the outer corner and the crease of my eye just to give that beautiful doe-eyed effect. Lastly, I'm going to be placing the color Virgin and placing that on the inner corner and underneath the brow bone to highlight. Here I'm just taking a felt tip liner from e.l.f. and I'm just going to line my eye and wing it out on the end like the angels do. And my biggest tip with the wing is to follow the edge of your eyebrows. So I follow the very end of it, and that's where I direct the wing. So that's my biggest tip if you struggle with your liquid eyeliner. Here I'm just applying some mascara to my upper and lower lashes, and you can also apply false lashes if you would like, but for this video I didn't. And here I decided to take a little bit of black eyeshadow and just line my lower lash line just to kind of smoke it out a little bit, so that's what I'm doing right here. Next, I'm going to contour my face and chisel out my cheekbones just so we can look like a model walking down the runway. I'm just taking Park Avenue Princess from Tarte, I believe, and just sucking in my face and applying that in that 3 motion you'll see. So at my temples, cheekbones, and at the jawline too, just to kind of chisel that out, and then on the sides of my nose to slim that down a little bit. Next, just take a light pink blush and apply that to your apples of your cheeks just to kind of give that really healthy, glowy, feminine look. And to continue with that youthful look that the angels all have, I'm going to take a little bit of highlight and just place that on the tops of my cheekbones and bring that on top of my eyebrow as well, just like so. For my lips, I'm just going to take this lip paint or lip tart, I don't know what it's called, but it's really good. It's just a really pretty natural pink color. And then I'm going to take some sparkly pink glossy lip gloss from Victoria's Secret, which I don't know if they sell anymore, but these used to be amazing. And just putting that over my lips just for a nice high shine look. That completes the makeup. Now let's move on to the hair. Starting off with the hair, I just like to section my hair into 2 different sections, a top and a bottom, so I'm just going to clip that up. For this video, I'm taking my Conair Infinity wand and I'm using about, I believe, a 2-inch barrel, and I'm just taking 1-inch sections and wrapping it around the barrel, and I'm holding it for about 7 to 10 seconds. And because it's the bottom of the hair, you don't have to hold it as long because it's not really the hair you're gonna be seeing. But when we get to the top, we're gonna be holding it a little bit longer because that is the part that's more noticeable. And you're just gonna continue that all around the bottom section of your hair. So now that the bottom's all done, we're gonna move on to the top half section of the hair. And similar to what we did in the beginning, I like to section into 2 sections, and I do one side and then the other side, and then I'll section each side into 2 sections. So I'll just kind of clip the top section up and then work on that bottom section just so that I'm, organized and I know what pieces of hair I've done and I haven't done. And again, I'm taking about a little bit less than an inch section of hair for the top, and I hold it for a little bit longer than the bottom, so I would say 10 to 15 seconds, not too long, and just hold the curl in your hand so that way it has time to cool off and it will last longer. And I'm just going to continue that all over the top section of my head. Also, it's important to make sure you're wrapping the hair away from your face. I should have mentioned this earlier, but you want to wrap the pieces of hair away from your face for this look. Once I get to that last piece of hair that frames my face, I do like to hold it for a few extra seconds because, again, that is like the piece of hair that frames your face. So just hold it on the barrel for a few extra seconds. Then I just like to take my fingers and run through my hair, make sure everything's nice and loose, maybe do a hair flip or 2, like so. And that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!